We hope for good form today as we get towards the business end of the season, and 2 wins are almost a must. Hello and welcome to episode 21 of From the Bottom to the Top, as we try and take a National League South side, in this case Weymouth, all the way from the bottom all the way up to the top, and this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you 2 more games in the Vanarama National League South, match day 37 and match day 38. As we are just 10 games away from the end of the season, 30 points available, and a gap of 10 points at the top of the table, so it's all to play for. And the reason we've come back reasonably quickly is because we are playing one of the 2 games that we're playing today is a team that is currently in 4th place, Southend. If you do enjoy today's episode, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. Let me know what you think of the series so far. Leave me a comment and all the rest of it. And what you'd like to see me do in another series. When this series is finished, when my other series is finished, whatever. But let me know what you'd like to see. And I will try and do my best to accommodate. I haven't forgotten, just by the way, I haven't forgotten the how-to videos. It's been pretty hectic of late, and I just need to get around to recording them. I will endeavour to do so over the next week or so, and they will be coming out. So watch out for those if you're into how-to videos. Don't forget you can follow everything that's happening on this channel by following me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at JustOffside2. And if you do that, you'll follow and it will know when stuff is coming out. Right, without any more to do, let's get on with the episode. And a bit of updates and so on and so forth. I think we'll probably start with the Vanarama National League South. 36 games played. Everybody has 10 games left. Which means that Hemel Hempstead, who are in 8th place, could get 83 points, which means that we are, hence why we are in the playoffs. Eastbourne Borough currently in 2nd on 77. We're on 87. 10 points clear of them in 2nd place, and a boatload of goal difference as well, of course. Bath City are in 3rd on 68. Our first opponents today, Southend, are in 4th on 66 points. Some 21 points behind us as it stands. Worthing on 63. Then come Torquay United on 60. Maidstone United just inside the playoffs on 57. Then, as we mentioned, Hemel Hempstead just outside on 53. Our second opponents of the episode are down in 10th. They are currently on 52 points. Salisbury, Dulwich Hamlet, Hampton and Richmond, and Slough Town are the teams still in that bottom one, as we know. Nothing is ever a foregone conclusion, because Slough Town, last time out, beat us, which wasn't in the script at all. And after a little bit of a straightening up of our poor form around about January, we thought we were straightening ourselves out, but that put a bit of a blip in there again. Let's hope for a decent March. Right. Let's get on with it then. Southend are first up. I don't think there's anything to tell you with regards to players coming in. We know about Turi Williams going out. I think we dealt with the incomings, Ben Blythe and the goalkeeper Brary last time out. So that's all been dealt with financially. We're still a little bit overspent on the old wage budget. Not too much. There is a little bit in the transfer budget. It won't let me adjust it. So I can't sort of move that into there. Not that it would last very long, of course, only a couple of weeks at best. Right, medical centre, we've got nobody, but we've got a full quota of squad, which is also good news. Southend, we have played them just the once. Did they come up last season then, or did they go down? They came down from the National League last season, so they're not a bad side, to say the least. Let's go back across here. Beat them 4-2 earlier in the season at the Bob Lucas. And similar result today would be very, very nice, but obviously we're at their place. what is their home record like? Can we check to see what their home record is like? I think we can. If we just quickly go into... This is a bit like when we do the thing. I think it's in here, isn't it? Overall, home record. Eastbourne Borough have the best home record, of course. Southend, 4th. Pretty much 4th. So they have won 5 of their last home, 5 of their last 5 home games. So they've not lost at home in 5, and that's going to be a bit of a tall order then if we're going to overturn that. It's going to be a bit of a toughie, but I'm sure we'll be able to accommodate, or at least have a go. Last time out, Teddy Howe, Vice, Spurway and Cooper the scorers. Morehouse and Dickinson getting replies for Southend. Let's go and have a look at the team that will face them today. And here is the team that faces Southend in this Vanarama League South match day 37. Can is in goal after his outstanding thing in goal last time out. Harris, Slade, Spurway and Prescott, the defensive line. Knight, Solanke and Bolton across midfield. Evans is behind Cooper and Goodship up front. Blythe makes the bench, along with Howe, Williams, Vice and Melvin Lambert. And here we are. Southend have won 4 of their last 5 games. They've lost their last game, but as we said earlier, they've won 5 straight at home. We've won 4 of our last 5, lost 1 and drawn 1. We're currently top, guaranteed a playoff place, 87 points. They are 4th on 66 points. And 15 minutes on the clock. They have a throw in, Scott Morris, but Knight coming and tidying up. Gets that back to Can. Can to Harris. Harris comes forward on this left wing. Has Cooper there. Back to Harris. Back to Cooper. Knocking it about. Looking for a way through here. Cooper goes wide. Crosses it deep. Goalkeeper's going to get there. And collects. And deep. Chips that in. But Solanke underneath that one. Bolton goes out wide looking for Goodship. But Prescott snaps in there. Prescott crosses it in the area. It's got in. And Kieran Evans gets his 11th goal of the season. That's a bit more like it. And we go 1 up after 17 minutes. Those half chances. Prescott looks like he's back on some sort of form. And good goal. Free kick now. 20 minutes on the clock. Dickinson, and it's come back over the woodwork, I think. Bolton clears it. Harris on this near side with a throw into Knight. Knight creates a bit of space. Bolton into the area, and he puts it on a plate for Cooper, who doesn't miss from there. 32nd of the season, and on just short of half an hour, we are 2 up, and this is a bit more like it. Form-wise, there we go. Lovely ball on a plate. Goalkeeper should have had that, really. Can with a goal kick. Out to Harris. Harris comes forward. Harris inside to Knight. Knight inside to Solanke. Solanke to Bolton. Bolton forward. Has Prescott into the area. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper. I'm not quite sure who that was from. We just rewind it 10 seconds and have a look. And follow it in. Bolton, lovely ball out of Prescott. Prescott hits it first time. And it's Cooper who's on target, but goalkeeper over the top. Harris on that far side. It's going to be an in-swinger to the near post, but it's headed out, but only as far as Evans. Evans back to Harris. Harris chips it in, but it's headed clear and it's gone for a corner on this side. And a bit of sustained pressure now on Southend. Evans crosses it deep, but it's headed clear by Carbo and comes to nothing. Solanke will see this one again. I think this is a Bolton out to Prescott. Prescott hitting it first time, and Cam Cooper sort of did everything right, but it was straight at the goalkeeper and a good save. No more highlights. It's half time, and for the first few minutes didn't look really in it. But then 17 minutes Kieran Evans and 30 minutes Cam Cooper puts us in front. 5 shots, 4 on target, 1.91, 60% of the possession. They've had 5 shots, 3 on target, 0.22 and 40% of the possession. More of the same in the second half, please, boys. And that long ball, Ralph picking it up in midfield. Dickinson back to Pickles, and it's gone forward, but cut out. But Morehouse is in there, and we need to block him off. Why didn't we block him off? 8th goal of the season for Morehouse, and he let him run from midfield, and really, well, I say didn't pick him up. We did pick him up. Here we go, 2 players on him. This player, Slade, needs to be coming across. Force him out wide, but no, what does Slade do? He goes direct to goal. Why? And whoever this is should have tackled him outside the area. Morehouse just positions himself and, Can. To Slade. Having given that goal away. Bolton. Good ship. Good ship finds Knight. We're coming forward now. Knight. Harris. Solanke. Solanke to Slade. Back to Harris. Harris round his man. He needs to cross this ball in now. He's out there on his own and gives the ball away. And all that hard work for nothing. And look at them come at us again now. Now we're in trouble. But Solanke gets a boot in, but that's about it. And they're coming in numbers. Flooding forward. Sheridan. It's going to be 2-0. 2-2. Did I say 2-0? I meant 2-2. And, we've capitulated once again. And with not quite 60 minutes on the clock, we're making one change. Melvin Lambert is on for Brandon Goodship. Goodship still on. Goodship still on and gets us underway too, Cooper. Goodship comes forward now. Goodship crosses it deep. It's headed clear, but Knight is going to get out there and get it. Knight back to Harris. Harris, who gave that ball away that led to that second goal. Prescott on his own. It's bounced off there. It's pinging around there like a pinball machine. Knight, and it's given away again. And we're making a further change. An injury to Elliot Bolton, which is not good news. He's had a good game as well, and just suddenly see him drop in energy. So he's picked up a potential knee injury. Hopefully it's not too bad, and we've replaced him with Toure Williams. Harris with a throw-in on that far side. Slade. Still one substitute we can make. Harris loses that ball again. And he's not been good out there. I think we need to look to rest him or take him off. That's Slade heading that down to Toure Williams. Harris. He's lost that ball on a couple of occasions out there today. Not good. Knight. Solanke. It's on a knife edge. Slade. Solanke. Solanke comes forward. Finds Melvin Lambert, who's come on as a substitute. Melvin Lambert. Knight. Goes out wide. Toure Williams will get there. Toure Williams has Harris in support. Harris needs to get this in quick. He's crossed it in this time and it's gone in. And Melvin Lambert gets his 12th of the season and puts us nose in front on 79 minutes. Is that the winning goal? I wouldn't count on it. Harris eventually does what Harris should have been doing, and Cooper was tripped, but Melvin Lambert put away the opportunity. And with 82 minutes on the clock, whilst there are a number of players tiring in midfield here, I do think we need to do something really to shore up our defence, especially on that left side where Harris is. So what we're going to do is we are going to bring on Ben Blythe, who is going to replace Harvey Slade. With a free kick. 86 minutes on the clock. Was just thinking about battening down the hatches, but we'll leave it for a minute. Harris to Knight. Knight through to Williams, and we're on front foot here. But Williams fires it straight at the defender. Blythe. Harris. Harris to Knight. Knight. He's got Blythe there. Harris. Harris winning that one. Williams. Seems to have been a bit better since Williams has been on, actually. Spurway. Solanke. Solanke. Prescott about to run, but decided against it. Moving the ball around nicely, but we don't want to give it away here because they are lurking. Solanke. Solanke goes on a run. He's got Prescott behind him. Prescott inside. Prescott crosses it. It's headed in, and it's Cam Cooper. He's 33rd, second of the game. He's offside. We're going to see it again. And lovely through ball to Williams. Williams' shot was blocked. And it comes back all the way to Blythe and Harris. Knight. Blythe. Back out to Harris. Harris, who, as I say, won that one. Williams. Took a long while to get forward here. Spurway, Blythe, Knight, back to Spurway, looking for a way through. Solanke, this is the run. Solanke has Prescott behind him. Prescott crosses it in. It's deep. I'm not sure Cam Cooper was offside, but we're going to see the lines now just to prove me wrong. I don't think he was. Is this the line? And we don't see him. It's debatable. 8 minutes of injury time. That'll be because of the injury to thing. Plenty of time for them to get back on level terms. And this is a bit of a worry. It's crossed in. Ah! Well, I'm lost for words. We've done it too often this season. And we need a decent goalkeeper in the summer if we're going up. We have a corner. Can we get something from this topsy-turvy game? Evans with the in-swinger. 96th minute. Yes! And Spurway gets his 10th of the season. We've snuck in front again. Oh dear, despair the one end, and then we come back up the other end. And 96th minute, 2 minutes left. Spurway gets up and scores. Evans with a free kick. We are in the 99th minute of this. Carbo heading that away. Solanke gives the ball away, but Harris is quick to deal with it. Harris, Blythe, Knight. A referee's trying to decide what to do here. I think the crowd were moving it around, but waiting for the whistle. Come on, ref. Knight, Solanke. Solanke finds Melvin Lambert. Melvin Lambert, he's got another one, and we make it 5-3 and made it look very pretty on 99 minutes. And I'll tell you what, Melvin Lambert doing very well, putting that one away. It is all over now. And a double from Melvin Lambert, having come on as substitute. Spencer Spurway, Cam Cooper and Kieran Evans putting us 2-0 up at half-time. They come back with ferocity, 2-2. And then, it was 3-3 going into added on time. Well, it wasn't. 3 minutes into added on time, it was 3-3, and then we've scored 2 in there. 12 shots, 7 on target, 3.66, and 65% of the possession. They've had 11 shots, 8 on target, and 35% of the possession. Yeah. Well, we come back first with the good news. Elliot Bolton's bruised knee he's going to be out for a couple of days, which is splendid news. And with the full round of games, as you will see, the immediate threat to us, Eastbourne Borough have beaten Truro City by 1-0. So still 10 points between us at the top. But we've widened the gap to Bath City, I think, below us, because did they lose? No, they drew 1-1 with Dulwich Hamlet. So that gap, it's a 2-horse race then, basically, between us and Eastbourne Borough, I would say. And one of us is going to end up in the playoffs. One of us is going to get promotion. It's just a case of whether we can stay ahead of them. And in other news, I presume it's because Eastbourne Borough are still in the FA Trophy. They've beaten Chippenham Town by 4-0. Southend beating St Albans City by 3-1, which means Eastbourne Borough have closed the gap to 7 points. We know what we've got to do in our next game then. And Southend are in 4th on 69, just behind Bath City on goal difference. And so it's to the game against Weston Super Mare back at the Bob Lucas. We played them 3 times this series. Drew with them both games last season. Beat them 5-4 in a very closely contested game at their place earlier in the season. It's always very close, and I suspect we'll have another one. And here is the team that will face Weston Super Mare in match day 38 of our Vanarama National League South season. Brary returns to goal. Can having a torrid time last time out. Harris, Blythe, Spurway and Howe in that defensive line. Knight, Williams and Petit are our backline. Our backline, our midfield. Vice sits behind Goodship and Melvin Lambert up front. Rowan, Prescott, Bolton, Evans and Cooper make the bench. And here we are back at the Bob Lucas. Won 3 of our last 5. Draw 1 and lost 1. Weston Super Mare playing a 4-2-3-1. Lost 2 of their last 5. Only won 1 of their last 5. Drawn the other 2. We're currently in 1st on 90 points. Weston Super Mare 10th on 53. Weston Super Mare playing all white today. Grubb has a free kick. He fires it in and Brary comes out for it. 5 minutes on the clock. And highlight is going to continue. He's dropped that ball. It goes out to Harris on that left side. Harris finds Goodship. Knight inside to Williams. Williams finds Howe. Melvin Lambert. Melvin Lambert back to Howe. Howe now cross it into the area and Goodship meets it and heads it in with a plum. 16th goal of the season. 6 minutes. We go a goal in front. Good start. Just as we meant to do. Howe gets that in. Goodship into the back of the net. Vice with a corner. He's chipped it out to Goodship. Goodship brings it down. Back to Vice. Vice into the area. It's taken a bit of a deflection. Knight brings it down nicely though. Spare away. Petit. Back to Howe. Howe stayed on side. Knight. Spurway. Spurway. Howe. Back to Spurway. Looking to try and break this down. They're defending very well at the moment. Williams. Spurway. Howe. Howe. Can he get this in? He can't. He's lost the ball. And they come forward. But Blythe is under that one. Knight down to Howe. Howe this time will try and cross it in. He does. Goodship gets his 2nd of the game. 17th of the season. And on 13 minutes we go 2 up. Blythe. Knight. Howe. And chip that in for Goodship. Grub out on this far side. Howe there tidies up though. Petit. Vice. Spurway through to Petit. Petit. In for Vice, who's in space. Straight at the goalkeeper. But he had to be strong to save that. It was well hit. Vice will take the corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. What's he going to do with this? Last time out was a bit different. And Spurway. Goalkeeper just got enough on it. Good shit. Back out to Vice. Vice comes inside. Williams. And it's going to come to nothing. Spurway. Quite sure which highlight we're seeing here. Oh, it was the one through to Vice. And Vice hit it with venom. And Clement's getting a hand to it. Harris with the throw in on that far side. 37 minutes on the clock. Knight. Back to Harris. Harris crossing this deep. Lambert. Oh, it's come off the woodwork. Marvin Lambert. And that was unlucky. And half-time has arrived. And at half-time we have a 2-goal lead. 6 minutes and 13 minutes. 8 shots. 4 on target. 1.41 and 47% of the possession. They've had a lot of the possession. 6 shots, nothing on target. 0.33, 53% of the possession. Howe with a throw in on 51 minutes. Back to Howe. Crossed, but it's cut out. Williams has Harris. Harris in space. Harris goes into the area. It's crossing it in. Oh, it's come off the woodwork and it's gone wide by Vice. It's gone for a corner. Harris to take the corner on that far side. Harris with an in-swinger. It's deep again, looking for Spurway. Knight. Oh, goalkeeper gets it. Well worked. Harris looking for a way in. Puts it in the area. And it's come off a defender. And with 66 minutes on the clock, Joe Knight's picked up a yellow card. He's not having a good day. We've taken him off. We brought on Elliot Bolton, who goes into that ball-winning midfielder role. Williams moving over to the attacking Volante Segundo. And with nearly 76 minutes on the clock, making our next change, we've taken off Mitchell Vice and brought on Evans in that role behind Goodship and Melvin Lambert. We have a corner now. Evans with the corner. 76 on the clock. Swung in. Oh, and it's gone over the top. And with 87 minutes on the clock, we're making our final change. Elliot Bolton, who came on, has picked up another injury. And it's only a knock. Hopefully it's nothing too sinister, but he's been on and come off. And we've replaced him with Charlie Rowan, hopefully to see the game out. They have a corner. It's swung in. It's just gone over the top. And we have seen the game out. It's a 2-0 win. 2 goals from Brandon Goodship on 6 minutes and 13 minutes. 14 shots, 6 on target, 2.59, 48% of the possession. Weston Super Mare had 7 shots, nothing on target, 0.43 and 52% of the possession. So 3 points keeps up with Eastbourne Borough. Again, Elliot Bolton out for 2 to 3 days. Probably won't be in the next game against Dartford. But he's picked up a couple of knocks in the last couple of games. It's probably prevalent to give him a little bit of a rest before the next little run of games. Well, I truly didn't realise there was a full programme here in the Vanarama National League South. I thought the reason why the likes of Eastbourne Borough and that had played was simply because they were playing in the FA Trophy, but I guess that could well be the case in due course. But they've played a game more than us at the moment, and they have only managed a draw against Chelmsford City today. A 2-2 draw drops 2 points, which means that as it stands, they are literally just 9 points behind us. But we do have a game in hand, which means that if we were to win that game in hand, we would be 12 points clear of them. They have 39. They have 7 games left. 3 sevens are 21. So 21 is 105 points. So currently that is our target. And if we can win our next match, we are within 3 wins of securing that, depending on what Eastbourne Borough does. And we've got Eastbourne Borough to play. So that could well be the decider when it comes round to it. A game of great things, whatever happens with that. So that's how today's games have gone. Bath City beating Southend. So Bath moved up into third. Or were they already in third? They may have already been there. So it's Weymouth top on 93 points. Eastbourne Borough are second on 84 points. Then come Bath City on 72. Southend fourth on 69. Worthing are fifth on 67. Torquay United sixth on 64. Then Maidstone United are 7th on 60 with a 5-point gap now to Havant and Waterlooville, who are in 8th place. Then come Hemel Hempstead and Chippenham Town, and in the relegation zone at the moment. Starting to lose a little bit of ground. 3-point gap between Hungerford Town and Salisbury. Hampden and Richmond are a further 7 points. No, hang on a minute. 6 points adrift, as are Dulwich and Hamlet. And to be honest, Slough Town look as if they are gone. They have 18 points, which they're pretty much dead and buried at this point. 14 points adrift to Dulwich Hamlet on the bottom of the table. And they look like they are about to disappear, as it were. Right, we are going to come back. We were going to play Dartford, Truro City and Chelmsford City offline. We're definitely going to have the Eastbourne Borough. And I'm thinking that somewhere in this run here, Hemel Hempstead through to, through that lot, we are going to win the title. That's what I'm working on. So, as it stands, I think what we're going to do is we're going to play Dartford and Truro offline. And then we will come back for Chelmsford and Hemel Hempstead. And make no apologies for the fact that we may well, in our future episode, have Eastbourne Borough, Maidstone United, and then Worthing and Chippenham in the final episode. Depending on what's what, it may be that we play Eastbourne Borough, and by beating them, we secure the title. In which case, what we may well do is we may hop over Maidstone United and come back for just the final game of the season. So play Maidstone United and Worthing offline. We will see. It may well be that what we'll do with that episode is literally, if we've not secured it by the time we get to here, it may well be that we just play Eastbourne Borough as a one game. If we win that game and secure the title, then we just come back for Chippenham Town in the final episode of the season and round it up, and then we hopefully motor through next season, depending on cup matches, of course. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment, and by subscribing, it will keep you up to date with all future episodes of From the Bottom to the Top, and of course our other series, Irons in the Fire, as they are released. New episodes of Bottom to the Top will be released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date of what's happening on this channel, including my how-to videos and so on and so forth, is to follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 22. It's out on Tuesday. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful weekend, whatever you're doing. Till next week. Goodbye.